Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Arenado and Gonzalez lead their teams. Next. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, real exciting for him in his last start. Recorded his first big league win. They gave him the ball after the game. We'll see if he can get number 2 here.
Chase Utley strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Chase Utley.
And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball 1. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, I'll tell you, having a guy at the top of the lineup that's capable of doing this, boy, that's a great weapon to have. He jumps all over this ball to lead off the ball game with a solo home run.
Corey Seager will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes you deep.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
One thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Yasiel Puig will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be 2. LeMahieu on to first, a double play. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You gotta love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss that time by Gonzalez. 2 strikes to him now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
On the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. As we go to break, another look at a throw nicely handled at first. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Hyunjin Ryu is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half
Leading
of the
off for the
first.
Rockies, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a liner. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Charlie Blackmon steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
0-1 count and the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gonzalez is over. 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Nolan Arenado will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the... Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. The throw is wild, and it gets away. So a run batted in there on the double as they come back to tie the game at 1 in the opening frame. Carlos Gonzalez will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Ben Paulson will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. A high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. Backhanded. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch one of the most talent-laden outfielders in the game. Yasiel Puig can do it all. He can run down balls. He's got an arm that he is not afraid to show off. We'll see what he does in this one.
Nick Hundley is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Here comes the first pitch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-1 Colorado. Howie Kendrick will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now that we have a chance, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, DJ LeMahieu, he grew up as a shortstop. He's turned himself into one of the best defensive second basemen in the game. If you need proof, just watch the constant highlight reel plays and rock-solid fundamentals. He's got a gold glove from 2014, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
Kike Hernandez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a cold strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
You think he's gotten over that first inning home run? How about back-to-back strikeouts here to start his half of the second? That'll help you get there.
Jock Peterson into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Jose Reyes will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, all he did was add another great performance to the last 10 ball games that he's already had. He's hitting over 450 in his last 10 games.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ryu looks in. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Brandon Barnes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Sent on the ground out to second. Uckley is there, and he's retired here, 1 away.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Brandon Barnes strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, John Gray. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And it's still 3-1. A.J. Ellis will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Catcher number 17.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch of the at-bat. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez over to his right. 1 down.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
At the plate, Hyunjin Ryu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Barnes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Chase Utley will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. His second of the game, and the Dodgers are back within a run at 3-2 now.
This guy is as hot as anybody right now. This is his second home run of the ball game, and remember, he had one in his previous game as well. I think I'd approach him a bit more cautiously from here on out.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. That home run a moment ago measured out at 427 feet. Two out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Yasiel Puig will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers 2. DJ LeMahieu digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second
And
baseman.
guys, this is the guy you
DJ
want leading off this inning.
LeMahieu.
He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig has a lead on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball. This thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Two and one. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 28, third baseman,
Nolan Arenado will dig in. A Silver Slugger winner in the National League a season ago. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ryu's ready. 1-2 on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Utley's up with it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Adrian Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So that's a big home run in his career, number 300. He's been a solid power threat for a long time now, and as we've seen over the years, he's been steadily climbing that all-time list.
And I can tell you, it's a thrill every time you hit a home run, but obviously there are ones that are more special than others. Well, no question, number 300 is one of those special numbers. Some really good hitters never got there, so I can really appreciate what he's done in his career thus far.
Yeah, well, you got a lot closer to 300 than any other living Los Angeles Dodgers. This is such a cool moment for this guy. And when you check the record books, what is there, like 150 guys that have ever reached 300 homers? So he's right up there with some of the heavyweights in this game.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he swings and hits a line. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
3 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Jock Peterson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
First and second here with nobody out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now needs a double play in the worst way. That's 4 straight hits now to start the inning. He just needs something to go his way.
Digging in to try it again, A.J. Ellis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
He's set. Here it comes. Hard liner towards short. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Well, that's one way to get out of a bases loaded, nobody out situation. This ball is smoked, but it's right at someone, and it's just too difficult to freeze and get back in time. So this turns into a costly double play.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Into the box now, Hyunjin Ryu. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Well, he's hoping to just get out of this fourth inning and maybe try to regroup for the fifth. But this is now 8 hits he's allowed already, so he's got to be running out of chances to turn things around.
Chase Utley gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. LA's on top, 4-3. Carlos Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ryu gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control, 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez has a beat on it, 1 away. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Striding into the box, Ben Paulson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes a throw to first for the out.
In now, Nick Hundley. He'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Line toward the alley in left center. Hernandez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Corey Seager will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, he hasn't shown that he's been able to resist those inside pitches. He may as well just keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing those pitches off the plate.
And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves, but baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Adrian Gonzalez leans in, looking to replicate his last at-bat when he launched a solo home run.
Yeah, he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Gonzalez will put this one away for round number 2.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Howie Kendrick will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Kike Hernandez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. looking to keep this a one-run game. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers strand a couple, and it remains a 4-3 game. Jose Reyes will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run for Jose Reyes, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Brandon Barnes. As this swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bounce to first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Daniel Descalso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, 1, here it comes. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Chop foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Utley gloves it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. DJ LeMahieu will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Charlie Blackmon will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ryu comes set. Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. And you don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. But the Rockies are able to knock things up thanks to this solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. All even now at 4 apiece. Justin Miller will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Jock Peterson to start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And reined in 1 away.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
A.J. Ellis will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Paulson scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Hyunjin Ryu gets a chance to hit for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. And we are tied 4-4. Charlie Blackmon will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And the pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
This just shows you how versatile a player this guy really is. I mean, earlier in the at-bat, he was bunting for a hit. Later on, he says, wait, why am I bunting when I have home run power? He can beat you in a lot of ways, that's for sure.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That's a swing and lift with foul ball. Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2.
He kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm sure he'll say the damage is already done after serving up the lead, but you know, that's good fortitude to come back with the punch-out. He needed that.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there. And he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Into the box, Ben Paulson. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. To short. Seager takes it in. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-4 Colorado. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Chase Utley will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting them 1-2-3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Corey Seager comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
And in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out.
Boy, is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bump these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
So stepping in, Yasiel Puig, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Trying to hold the lead. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. The relay throw, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
I'm sure he'd like to have another shot at that pitch. But, you know, at least he's able to move that tying run up to third now with 2 away.
Howie Kendrick Come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
On the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Rockies 5 and the Dodgers 4. Nick Hundley steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Joe Blanton will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Joe Blanton.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Peterson at the track, the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run by Nick Hundley, and it's now 6-4.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Jose Reyes will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Brandon Barnes digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Now the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after 1 below the knees, but it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. It's swung on and hit in the air. On the move is clean, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Gerardo Parra will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Gerardo Parra.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Oh, and a little Kentucky fastball that time by Blanton. It's strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Hit to short. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
You know, I think they're pretty lucky at third right here that the contact play wasn't on. This is a sharply hit ground ball, and he would have been toast at home if he tried to score.
DJ LeMahieu strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out with a man at first. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Puig. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Nope,
and he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for 1 or 2 of this bunch. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Chad Qualls will be summoned from the bullpen now. He'll take over to start inning number 8.
Chad Qualls.
Leading off the inning, Kike Hernandez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ball sets. 0-1 on its way. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
That's a pretty athletic play there by a first baseman. That's no 180-pound shortstop out there. It takes him just a little bit longer to get himself airborne, but he does a nice job of getting himself up and then coming down with the ball.
Here's Jock Peterson now. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ooh, you talk about fooling a guy with a changeup. What a great spot to call that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. A.J. Ellis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Just got a piece up the line. Arenado with the bare hand. He's out. Oh, love it. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 9-4. J.P. Howell will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 56, J.P. Howell.
Carlos Gonzalez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ben Paulson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are two away now.
Boy, that's a nice play up the middle right there because this ball's hit sharply. But you can see him really stretch out to get it. Then just sort of take a few steps to steady himself, not rushing anything, and then makes that good throw on the first.
Standing in now, Nick Hundley, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And it's grounded foul. Grounded up the first baseline. Backhanded. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're on top, however, 9-4. Justin Turner is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Takes this the other way to right, and the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Chase Utley stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run in the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Corey Seager makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Bounce towards the second baseman. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Royals have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top, 9-4. Good night from Denver.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies.